everybody. Hope I'm on the right channel today. Hope we can see comments today. I found my Kindle, but I can't remember my password to open up my thing. So I hope that we can see comments today. We'll see. So, and thank y'all, everybody who has wished Matt a happy birthday. I posted this morning that his birthday is today. And if y'all remember on a previous video, he said that his favorite cake, and that's what I'm going to make him, is just a box mix yellow cake and no frosting. And he likes to put it in a bowl with some milk. And so that's what I'm going to make him. All right, so I see people watching. I'm going to wait and see if I see a comment. And hopefully I do. There's one from Trisha. Hey, Trisha in Georgia. Hey, Sarah. That's a good sign. They started early today. So all I'm going to do, y'all, is make this simple little cake mix. And it's the simple little things that make some people happy, which I'm one of those people, and Matt enjoys a good box cake mix. It's just what he always loved as a kid. So, and y'all, Thunder's whining a little bit, so hopefully he'll settle down. I'll tell him, Barbara, he is at work, but he is going to come home and have a delicious little cake. Hold on a minute. Let me see if I can get him to... You okay, buddy? You're not stuck. You're not stuck. Here you go. Here you go, buddy. Here's your cookie. There you go. Are you stuck? Yeah, I'll be right back. I think he's stuck. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Okay, I gotta go make your pa's cake. All right, sorry about that, y'all. He was stuck. Got his little legs underneath him. Okay, so this is just 3 eggs, a cup of water, a third of a cup of butter. Yeah. Now, normally I would probably fix this with milk and add a little extra vanilla, but I'm gonna make it just the way he had it when he was a kid, hopefully. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my 3 eggs in here. All right, hey Kim in Canada. So thank y'all for joining me today. Let me see how I wanna crack these eggs. So 3 eggs. I don't particularly care for box mixes. I like cakes from scratch, but this is what he loves, and so this is what I'm going to fix him. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of mix this up a little bit, get it going. Everybody's wishing Matt a happy birthday. So it's kind of overcast here today. As a matter of fact, I just took Thunder out right before I came on, and the deck's wet, so I didn't even know it had rained. We had a deluge last night. When I went to bed, I could hear it. First I thought, is that the air conditioner running? And it was like a major deluge. But I was glad because we have those plants that we planted, and so I was glad to get the rain. All right, so I just bought a Pillsbury Moist Supreme Golden Butter Cake. So that's what we're going to use for Matt's birthday cake. I'm going to go ahead and dump that in. I'm going to go ahead and put the butter and the water in here. hopefully it turns out for him. Hopefully he'll like it. Y'all, when I went out to let Thunder out earlier, I opened the back door. Thank y'all for wishing him happy birthday. I opened the back door, and thank goodness Thunder didn't see it, but there was a Siamese cat on top of our hot tub with a kitten, and they were kind of spooning, you know, kind of laying there, and they were both just looking at me. It was the cutest thing ever. I'm assuming that that Siamese cat belongs to someone, one of our neighbors, because I've seen it a couple times in the last few weeks. And I don't know why it's coming in our yard, because they have to jump the fence to get in. So it was the cutest one. They just were looking at me. I took a little video and sent it to Matt. I said, check this out. Anyway, I came back, when I came back in to grab my camera, the large cat, I'm assuming it's the mother. I mean, the little kitten had no Siamese whatsoever. It was a complete little grayish colored kitten. And the mother had left, the Siamese cat had left, but she was on the other side of the fence looking at us. And the little gray cat just laid there and just looked at me. It wasn't afraid. But if Thunder had seen him there, I can see him going to the end of the deck and jumping the rail and who knows what. So I yanked him back in real quick. So let's mix up this cake. All right. Nancy's birthday is today too. Well, happy birthday. And let's see. Thank you, Montana Musings Outdoors. All right, I'm gonna turn this up just a touch. Thank you, Cindy. That looks pretty smooth, if I do say so myself. All right, so there we go. So there is our creamy smooth batter. And I'm going to bake it in a 9 by 13 because it gives you the different temperatures. Y'all can tell I don't use mixes very often. So it says 34 to 38 minutes in a 13 by 9. So that's what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to butter this dish. And I saved my little butter wrapper. So I'm going to use that to start with. Let me move that so y'all can kind of see. Hey Wilma, good afternoon. And then I'm going to get a little bit more butter. Oh, I should have kept that one, but that's okay. I'll get a napkin. We'll put a little bit more butter in here just to give it some extra flavor and keep it from sticking. Grab a napkin. get those corners and edges. Joanne, happy early birthday. Turned the big 75 on July 7th. Well, happy early birthday. And hey, Judy in Ohio. Okay. Here we go. Nice and buttered. It didn't say to flour it, I don't think. Nope. Coat bottom with non-stick cooking spray or shortening and a flour dusting. Let me get just a little bit of flour then. I'm glad I read that. Wrong one. I keep a little container, I have a big thing of flour, but I always keep a little thing of flour for like these kind of things, so I'm not having to lug out the big guns. So just a tip, if you have a little extra jar or container, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit in there, and we'll try to shake it around as best we can. Because something tells me, even if it sticks, he'll spoon it out and do his usual cake bowl dessert. All right, let's try that and see how we're doing here. Kind of hard to do when you're using glass. I'm not too worried about the sides. Okay, I'm gonna dump this out. All right, and then we're gonna pour our cake batter in. And I didn't turn on my oven. Let's see. 350. Okay. Here we go. Thank you, Helen. So what is your favorite cake? What cake do y'all like? I think one of my favorite cakes has got to be the $1 Million pound cake, and then I'll make caramel icing, and I've been craving one. I'm gonna have to make one soon. Am I fixing him a special dinner? Teresa asked. I'm fixing supper, but I don't know how. I mean, we went to McAllister's when we were at the beach. I have not been there in years. And I don't know when. I think Matt said we had been there before together, but anyway, we thought, well, we'll try that. I think Matt was kind of looking forward to it. So we got those gigantic Jethro size baked potatoes, and we loved them. So that's what I'm making for our supper tonight. I'm going to try. Matt went on the computer last night. Well, I was going to make them earlier, and we had gone to the grocery store, and he had gone on the computer and looked up all the things that were in the potatoes that we had ordered. And then I didn't make them, and I lost that paper, so I asked him last night. I said, will you go back on there wherever you found the ingredients and write those down again? So he did last night, so voila. So that's what I'm going to make. I'll show you the potatoes that I found. And that's what we're going to have. So it's a high carb kind of a birthday. I'm just going to spread this around and move this out of the way. I've got a sink full of dishes. So I need to wash up some dishes. My dishwasher's about full. I can put a few more things in there before we run it, but okay. There is his cake. And when that heats up to temp, we'll put it in the oven and we'll bake it. And that way I can cover it with this when it's done. He can have it whenever he likes. So the potatoes, let me show you these potatoes, y'all. I was in, I think it was Walmart last week, And they had a bag of big potatoes. I mean, these are the biggest potatoes I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, let me move you out of the way. Now, I do have a couple sweet potatoes in here, but these were massive potatoes. Look at the size of these potatoes. And, I mean, they're heavy. You could knock somebody out with one of them. Lord, look at that one. These are massive potatoes. So, when I saw the bag of massive Jethro-sized potatoes, I bought them so we could make some of these baked potatoes. So, oh, they're heavy. So, when we were at the restaurant, I ordered the Spud Max. And it had ham, turkey, bacon, cheddar jack cheese, green onion, black olives, and then you got butter and sour cream on the side. It was so good. And Matt ordered the chicken bacon ranch, and it had grilled chicken, bacon, cheddar jack, ranch dressing, green onion, and then butter and sour cream on the side. So I'm going to try to make our little version of those potatoes for our dinner, our supper tonight. Thank you, Mary. And that's what we're going to have. So, like I say, I'm not doing anything fancy here. I'm just making his cake. And that's the cake that he requested. So, I hope he enjoys it. I hope I have enough milk in here. Let me see. For him. Where is the milk? It was here the other day. What did I do with the milk? Huh. I wonder if he drank it and I didn't know it. Uh-oh. Well, I'll call him in on his way home if I'll keep looking. It's probably looking right at me and I don't see it. And if we need milk, maybe he'll just run in and grab a little bit of milk so he can enjoy his cake. So that's all I have for y'all today, y'all. Just wanted to come on here and make his cake and thank y'all for all those happy birthday wishes. The last time he looked, I think he had right at 1,000. And I know that he's tickled pink. Judy says Texas-sized potatoes. I've never seen potatoes in the store like that. Now, I do know, I did see a picture of the ones they use at the restaurant, and they just take 2 potatoes, regular sized potatoes, bacon potatoes, and they cut the 2 front ends off of them, and then they kind of push them together. And so that's how I saw them do it on there. I'm going to put this in, y'all, because I'm going to let it go ahead and bake, and I'll have that out of the way. But my oven's so hot I don't want to burn myself, so I'm going to put on some gloves. I'm going to slide you in. So, here it is. Okay. Did it say how long to bake it? 34 to 38, that's right. Okay. Okay. So I'm starting it at 34. Hey, Kimberly, thank you. So I'm done, y'all. That is all I have to do. I'm going to wipe these little floury crumbs off. I've got to just get my ingredients out for my baked potatoes tonight, and hopefully they'll turn out well. Of course, I love baked potatoes, just with butter and salt and pepper, so I'm sure I'll love these. Have y'all ever made them? The same ones from the restaurant? Let's see. Jeannie says, yes, they are Texas-sized potatoes. Miss them. Hey, Betty in North Carolina. Thank you, Kay. he called me at lunch. He had gone to Lowe's, I think. He's looking at plans. He's trying to fill up that back 40 with, not fill it up, but, you know, kind of put some pretty things back there. And he called me and he told me he had found some alliums. Now, I have a couple of allium bulbs planted back there in that back corner garden, not in the very, very back. And I haven't seen them if they came up or not. That garden kind of got overtaken by some weeds a little bit, and some of it was poison ivy. I can't get near the stuff. So I don't go back there often, but I think this fall, I think Matt's going to probably pull some of that stuff out and move it back there in his back 40 area. And I'll do something different in that garden until we can get the poison ivy taken care of. Karine loves Jason's Deli and McAllister's. Yeah, me too. Love both of them. Let's see. Thank you, Karen. And hey, Penny in New Hampshire. So that's it, y'all. I am going to get off of here. I'm going to probably get my ingredients kind of situated for those potatoes tonight and figure out which potato. My word, I think I'm going to take the smallest one. I'll make a big one for Matt and then a small one for me. If you know, that's a pretty big potato in itself, though. Hey, Becky. So thank y'all for watching. Again, thank you so much for all the happy birthday wishes for Matt. Judy, it's just a plain old yellow box cake mix. That's what Matt said his favorite cake is. He likes to put it in a bowl with some milk and eat it warm. So that's what I'm making him. Let's see, I missed that comment. Are my amaryllis blooming yet? I think they've all already bloomed. They bloomed about, what, a few weeks ago? I think I still have one lingering a couple weeks back, but they all bloomed again outside. So they were beautiful. I think I took some pictures of them. I think I posted some on the page. I'm not sure. Hey, Nancy in North Carolina. So, yeah, everything's looking good out there. I was so glad to get that rain last night. The humidity is down today because we were 10 degrees cooler today. We were only going to be like 72, I think they said. And yesterday it was just sweltering. It was awful. All right, so let me get off here, get my supper stuff kind of organized. And thanks again for all those birthday wishes. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Tuesday. Is that what today is? And we'll see you again soon. Bye, everybody.